Alright, so on today's episode of Addressing the Junkie in the Room, we got some good shit old Durkey's come out with. He's gave us some good material, more of the usual bullshit lies, but this time he stepped it up a notch. This motherfucker went all out on these fucking cliffhangers of some fucking lies. Anyway, one thing I do want to say is, Durkee, for whatever reason, seems to think that I live with my grandmother. I don't live with my grandmother. I live with my wife, me and her alone. I've got 2 kids that are grown. They're out there doing big things for themselves. They've made themselves men since leaving the house. They work jobs. I mean, I can't brag on my kids enough. I'm proud of them. They didn't do some of the stupid shit that I did when I was younger, which I was worried about. But they've done well. Anyway, regardless, Durkee, the best he could come up with was, I live with my grandmother. Well, I don't live with my grandmother. I don't even know my grandmother. Either one of them. One of them, I know her name, and I met her like twice, but I didn't ever have that relationship with them at all. I was raised by my grandfather. My grandfather is dead now, and my grandfather taught me hard work. That's what he taught me. He didn't give me shit. I didn't get nothing for free. If I got something, I had to earn it, which is, pretty much the common thing for people nowadays. But anyway, aside from that, I just want to touch on a couple things that Durkee has actually made videos about. So I'm going to walk outside here for a minute. Yeah, some really crazy shit he's come up with. Let's start with one of the great things that I thought was fucking hilarious. He was contacted by the owner or whatever of a semi-pro football team. Can you believe that shit? And in that video where he's talking about being contacted by this semi-pro football team, he states and claims he has the arm of Tom Brady and the legs of Lamar Jackson. Man, now that's some big time claims if you ask me. And anyway, he was contacted by this guy. The guy wants him to be the quarterback, wants him to even recruit more team members. Oh yeah. So not only is he going to be a semi-pro quarterback, he's going to be a recruiter for this semi-pro football team. Now, I'm not sure where everybody else is from, but where I'm from, that isn't how semi-pro football teams work. Not even fucking close. And if you're one of those that believe this dude's bullshit, and you believe that he's really been contacted by a semi-pro football team, please get help. Look at that dude. He looks like total shit. I mean, he has junkie written all over his face. I mean, fucking just plain as day. Junkie. And ain't no way in hell a semi-pro football team has called him to become their quarterback and a recruiter. Sorry, it just ain't happening. It might happen in Durkee world, where you stay tweaked out 24/7 and, you convince yourself of this shit. But, man, stop it. Stop. Everybody with any kind of common sense knows you're full of shit. You ain't doing no semi-pro football team. It's another one of those situations, just like with your fucking album, your podcast, your fucking TV show, all the shit you keep claiming, yet none of it comes to fruition. None of it happens. So why keep these lies going, man? That's what I don't understand. You make these videos, you make these huge claims that never happen and is never followed up with anything about it. You just make these claims. I mean, it's almost like you think that everybody in the world is a complete fucking idiot except you. You, for some reason, you have your shit together and you are fucking extremely fucking brilliant. So brilliant, nobody's on your level. Dude, give me a fucking break. You ain't brilliant, you ain't smart. You're doing that fucking dope. It's obvious. You sitting there sniffling every 5 seconds. And the shit you messaged me about, one of your friends brought over a cat when you were doing that video, and you're allergic to cats, and that's why you were sniffing. Motherfucker, please. You sniffle in every fucking video. There's not one video that you put out that you ain't sniffling in every 5 fucking seconds. Now, come on, man. What do? Bring a cat over and leave it with you? I mean, seriously. So, get off that shit, man. We know what it is. It's clear as day. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. People would respect you more if you just come right out and said, hey, look, I got a substance abuse problem. I've had issues with substance abuse, and I'm having those issues now. But instead, you want to deny it and lie like everybody else is fucking blind and ignorant and don't see it. We all see it, Bubba. It's plain as day. So, just stop. Stop. Go get help. Clean yourself up. It's easy. You could do that. You could get clean and get off that shit, but you don't want to. And I understand that that's the kind of lifestyle you grew up in, and that's what you were raised around. So, growing up in that, it could be difficult not to fall into that. But let me let you in on a little secret here, Bubba. I grew up in that same situation. No, not everybody in my family was a piece of shit strung out on dope. But I grew up around that shit. I know what it's like. I've been there. I've fucking seen it. I know what it's like. But yet, I didn't choose that path. I chose a different path. I went my own way because at the end of the day, regardless of the situation you grow up in and the fucking environment you grow up in, it's your fucking choice and your choice alone to want different, to do different. If you choose to follow those footsteps, that's your own fucking stupidity. And honestly, it's obvious you're a fucking stupid motherfucker. So don't give me this bullshit of how you grew up in that and that's your family's lifestyle and how they've been all your life and poor me bullshit. I don't want to hear it. That's fucking just straight up bullshit. So stop it with that. You're not going to get sympathy because that's how you were raised in the environment you were raised in. I mean, fuck. My mom and my dad both straight up fucking drunks, alcoholics. I mean, the minute their foot hit the floor, they was drinking on something. If it wasn't a bottle of liquor, it was a fucking beer. And it was every day. So I grew up around that. I grew up around people doing dope. I've been there. I know what it looks like. That's why I can call you out on it, because I see it. Everybody else sees it. You just want to damn lie and ignore it and act like it ain't happening. I hate to tell you, Bubba, the shit ain't going to go away unless you actually address it. You got to do something about it. Anyway, that's my little public service announcement for your ass, aside from all the other bullshit. Now, let's get on to something else, because, people already seen your little semi-pro football team video, and I've actually had somebody message me about how you were talking shit, about you were going to roast me and all this shit, yada, 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 yada. And I find it funny, man. Obviously, I've gotten into your fucking head, because you know what I'm talking about. We've talked back and forth, so you know what I'm talking about. And let me clear one thing up, brother. That whole name, Durkee, you talked about fucking reporting me to your lawyer because I fucking put that Durkee name in the title of my video. Dude, come on now. You said you had that shit copyrighted? Man, we both know you ain't got that damn name copyrighted. You wouldn't even know how to fucking get something copyrighted to begin with, let alone actually copywriting Durkee. Really? Trust me, Bubba, nobody is wanting to steal that name Durkee. Look what it has attached to it. You. I mean, why the fuck would somebody want to steal that name Durkee when it's attached to somebody like you? Come on, motherfucker, please. Yeah, so how do you plan on passing that drug test to be on that semi-pro football team? You know they're going to give you one. And they're not just going to give you one. They're going to give you multiples. Continually. So be prepared for that there, Ace. And your whole deal about the Tom Brady arm and the damn Lamar Jackson legs. Come on, dude. You ain't got it like that. Look at you. You're what, and this is something I find fucking hilarious, because you keep saying it to me in some of the messages. You keep talking about, hey, fat boy, fat boy. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. I might be a little bit overweight. I don't care. Don't bother me none. I get around just fine. I live great. My life is fucking wonderful. Especially when I compare it to a motherfucker like you. And, I don't give a fuck. Look at you, Bubba. You're all of what? The 120 pounds soaking fucking wet because that dope done shrunk you up? Motherfucker, please. Yeah, your old little grade school fucking insults. They don't bother me, bud. Not in the fucking least. And it's apparent that I've fucking struck a nerve with you, because you've been on it for at least the last 2 weeks now. You'll come say your little piece on Messenger, and then you'll either put me on block or ignore me. Now, what kind of shit is that, man? I've told you countless times. You can come on my shit. You can say anything you want. Anything. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to fucking ban you. I'm not going to ignore you. Nothing. And let me say this. Those two little crackerjack fucking dick-riding fuckers that you sent to my YouTube to, I don't know what their point was. They were defending you, talking about how you're awesome, you're a great man, you do so much. Motherfucker, please. Get a grip. The one dude even, I don't even know his fucking name, don't know who he is, told me, oh yeah, I'm blocking you. What? You're blocking me? Who the fuck are you? I ain't never been to your page. I don't know your fucking who you are. What are you blocking me from exactly? Please, do tell. But yeah, those are the kind of people you're sending to my page, which is two. Two have shown up to defend you, Durkee. You should be fucking grateful they went to fucking bat for you over some dumb shit that I don't even know the two motherfuckers, but yet the one said he's gonna block me. Okay, I'm fucking devastated. I'm fucking just, I don't know. I don't know how I'll ever make it. And you and them have made it a point to point out how many subscribers I have. Dude, how many times have I told you I don't care about subscribers? I don't care. I don't give a fuck if I've just got one. That doesn't bother me. That's not what I'm about. I'm not looking for fucking subscribers. If people subscribe to it, fine, great. I'm appreciative, awesome. But never in any of my videos or any of my comments will you hear me begging motherfuckers to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Never. It won't happen, Durkee. Because that's not me. That's not what I'm about. And I don't give a shit about them. You know, I don't care about how many numbers I have under subscribers. That's not my objective. It's not my point. I don't care. I mean, do I appreciate people that subscribe to my page? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? I respect those people. They obviously liked what they watched enough to hit that subscribe button. Hey, that's cool. I'm cool with that. It doesn't bother me at all, the number of subscribers I have. And if you really want to get down to the brass tacks of it, let's talk about that. Because since your fucking family's movie came out, which was roughly 10 years ago, you've had 10 whole years to build up your followers, to build up that base of subscribers. And how many do you have? Oh, just over 4,000 on YouTube. Just over 4,000 in 10 fucking years, dude. That is fucking miserable. That's fucking horrendous. And you're trying to get subscribers. You won't hear me begging like that, brother. Won't happen. And another thing you mentioned. You asked me what my beef with you was and all that shit. And you said, talking about how you haven't done nothing to me. No, Durkee. Personally, you haven't done a damn thing to me. Nothing. And I don't have a personal type beef with you on that level. No, I don't. Why would I? I don't know you on a personal level like that. I have a issue with your internet personality. You know, the one that gets on there and legitimately lies to people and tries to deceive people to give him money. Now, that's the problem I have, Durkee. If you got on there and you just did your thing and you didn't spread a bunch of fucking lies about how you're going to do this, how you doing that, how you doing this, chances are, brother, I wouldn't have no problem with you. None. I mean, it's just a fact. But the fact is, you choose to get on there, make videos, lying about all your bullshit. So yeah, I'm calling you out on it. I'm calling you out. And I'm going to throw this out there to you. And we'll see if you man up and you do it or you don't. Start a live, brother. Unblock me. Unban me. Put me on that live with you. I will gladly accept. I will gladly get on there. And I will gladly fucking discuss this shit on a live. But you gotta unban me and you gotta unblock me first. So do that. You do that, we'll hook up, we'll get on live, and we'll fucking see what's what. Because I can promise you, brother, I will lay it all out on the line. I will come for your fucking head. I have no pity for you whatsoever. Your lies and your bullshit, I will call out without question. And I'll be more than glad to. Don't be a coward and don't back out. Just fucking do it, man. Quit telling everybody how you're going to roast me and you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Because until you do it, it's just more of your bullshit lies. So stop it. Come on. I want you to. Fucking hit me up. Let's do it. I'm ready. I won't back down. I'll go at it with you all you want. Because trust me, I got all kinds of material that I can come out with as far as you go. And you know this. So there it is. Let's do it. Don't be a fucking bitch and bitch out on me on it. Just fucking do it. I'll gladly do it. So I'm gonna make drop another little video. I just wanted to touch on a couple things right quick about your semi-pro football career. Man, that was just the fucking juggernaut. I mean, that really got some people's attention, brother. And it's really got them questioning your fucking trustworthiness, which we all know. You ain't a trustworthy motherfucker. You're so full of shit, it's coming out your fucking ears, man. And, yeah. I'm gonna call you out on it every time. Won't back down. I don't give a fuck what you say about me, what you say about shit. Jack don't mean a fucking thing to me. Simple. And, well, once again, I don't live in a cracker box like you. And I don't live with a fucking family. I don't live with my grandma. You know, your little fucking grade school insults. Oh, fat boy. I don't give a fuck. Call me fat boy. I don't give a fuck. Because I can promise you this. If there ever was a day that we come toe to toe, I would snap your motherfucking ass like a twig, bitch.